As well as a novel coronavirus, 3 quite unique headphones and earphones arrived in 2020. The Sivga Phoenix, at £250, is on par with $1,000 headphones according to prolific reviewer Z Reviews. Crucially, it can be driven straight from your smartphone. At £170, Sennheiser introduced the HD560S, held by DMS, who's reviewed hundreds of headphones, as his new reference. And then coming in at £110, the Shuoer Tape uses electrostatic type drivers. This is a technology that's only been seen on exotic headphones costing thousands, like the Sennheiser Orpheus, the world's most expensive headphones. So do they live up to the hype? What do they sound like? And most importantly, are they worth your hard-earned cash? Well, I'm not going to make you wait. You can hear what they sound like coming up right now. Welcome to GI Chow. So this is what they sound like. I am using my Sansa clip going through a FIO E11 amplifier, and the test track is one called Faith by 5 Tracks. The amplifier is connected to a splitter, so we've got the same signal going into all 3 headphones and earphones. So you should be able to see the comparative volume difference, comparative difference in sensitivity. Okay, so starting off with the Sivga Phoenix. Move on to the HD560S. Immediately you see the volume is quite a lot less. Okay, and then finally we're going to go on to the Shuoer Tapes. Now for these I need to hold the tip right up against the end of the microphone. Get a reasonably good seal, hopefully you'll be able to hear that. Okay, so for this test I'm going to record a similar length of track, but this time I'm going to equalize the volume to a similar comfortable listening level on each of them before starting the recording. Okay, so these Sivga Phoenixes are already equalized to a comfortable level. Go. those, connect those, plug in the HD560S. I need to bring the level up because these are much less sensitive. Is the right side there. Okay, let's come to the listening level. Finally, Shuoer Tapes. These are a lot more sensitive, so I'm going to turn them down before I connect these. Good listening level. The problem with these is they're quite cumbersome, the cables, so I'll probably think about replacing these. Okay, that's a good listening level. Sounds like So, okay, my recording system is far from perfect, but it gives you a taste. Let's start by comparing the headphones, the Sivga Phoenix and the Sennheiser HD560S. Right, so after breaking these in over a couple of weeks, both sound wonderful and have no noteworthy issues with frequency response, clarity, coloration or 3D soundstage imaging. The Phoenix is slightly easier to drive, it's got one notch less on my phone for the same volume, and has more impactful bass and a higher level of detail retrieval and general naturalness and realism. Vocals in particular sound warm, rich and full and realistic, however the soundstage is narrower and more intimate in your head than one would expect from an open back headphone. These are typically more speaker-like in that sounds appear to come from a distance. The lack of sound leakage and good level of bass impact slam in the Phoenix makes me wonder whether despite the grille they are in fact closed back or perhaps semi-open. Now moving on to the tape, several reviewers have described these as having a V-shaped sound, however I don't experience the mid-recession they describe. I bought my tapes early July 2020 and using the supplied large black plastic tips, the Samsung Adapt sound equalization required shows them to be slightly mid-forward, i.e. quite the opposite of V-shaped, so perhaps they've been revised. Now apart from this equalization required to bring up the bass and high treble to the same level as the mids, and the cable which isn't to my taste, I'd prefer straight rather than braided, and inline controls to skip tracks and change volume, also no balanced adapter. I'm hard pressed to identify any flaws in them, though they don't gloss over sibilance recording, so the line "Give ourselves one more chance" in Queen and Bowie's Under Pressure. Now I have a lot of audio from consumer reference Sennheiser HD560S, which has very natural vocals, to Sennheiser Ampere, which is a very impactful bass, to Genelec Studio monitors with subwoofer, which has great clarity, and I'm impressed with the tape, though would ideally not need to equalize them. That said, the equalization applies quite slight, even without any equalization whatsoever, nothing really jars. Now, just regarding the driver technology, it is, I understand, Earbridge proprietary magnetostatic technology, which involves a diaphragm coated in magnetic material. Now, this is different from electret, where the diaphragm permanently stores electric charge, or electrostatic, where the diaphragm is coated in a conductive material connected to a high voltage source, or planar magnetic or orthodynamic, where the diaphragm conducts alternating current. I've been awed by the naturalness of the performance, and to my ears this looks like a technology to watch, or rather listen to. I've discovered on the forums a lot of earphones over the years, no pun intended, from the stellar bargain EHS64 by Samsung, the one supplied with their smartphones back in the day, to the warm and sweet Sony MH1C, to the transparent but variously compromised HiFiMan RE0, the VO EX1, also known as the Doodoo Titan 1, the TRN V80 KZ ZS5, the first one, with a single balanced armature nozzle, and the Automatic MK5. I'm not often sufficiently moved by an item to do a review, but having used these for some months now, I know that even well after the honeymoon period has ended, these are superb earphones. Their honesty means that my music moves me, and while I still use Bluetooth, true wireless stereo sets like the Galaxy Buds for convenience, these are the earphones I turn to when I want the most true and emotional experience. So, good job, Shuoer. If you want to supply a less garish, simple straight cable with inline controls and a few more tip styles to ensure that it's good fit, this could be as close to top tier for most people as makes really no difference. So far I've concentrated on sound quality, where each of these headphones and earphones shine in their own ways. But getting on to flaws, now considering isolation or leakage and sensitivity, whether you can run them straight from your phone, and cord length and the jack plug, all of these are problems with the HD560S. None of the three have the practicality of a microphone or controls for play, pause and skip, though you can change the cables on the tape. In terms of portability and unpacking speed, again all of them have issues. Now crucially, coming on to reliability, here's where the tape falls down. It's broken down on me within 2 months, with the volume on one side going down significantly. Now there are also other reports of this, so this could be related to the rather innovative technology they're using, which perhaps needs battle hardening. Now happily the vendor did make amends, although that was a hassle I could have done without. In terms of cost, none are exactly cheap, and for mobile use where you might anticipate breaking or losing them if used outside in the rain, frequently packing and unpacking them, that is something to consider. But having said that, the Phoenix and the tapes do sound absolutely fantastic, and for me the tape without its reliability would be the clear winner. So folks, I hope this helped. If it did, you can help others by liking or subscribing or commenting below. But for now, you all take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.